A very good morning, one and all. Today we'll start with our lecture number 14, part 4. In this lecture, we are going to the concept which is related to the differential entropy. Differential entropy, then joint entropy, and second one is a conditional. Conditional entropy. So, topic of the today's lecture, we are defined going to the differential entropy, joint entropy, and conditional entropy. Now, up to this, in previous lecture, or up to entropy, which is defined, that is nothing but the average information for a discrete memoryless source. So, entropy, which is defined before this, we have defined for a discrete memoryless source. Discrete memoryless source. But if the source evolves, which is generated from the continuous memoryless source or continuous source, suppose X is a source X, we generate a continuous set output which is X of t, which produces a continuous signal. It produces continuous signal which is produces by this source X, and which take the values from continuous set. Then output of this continuous source, the output belongs to the continuous set of values. Up to in previous lecture, the entropy which is defined, we have defined the discrete memoryless source which takes the values of discrete in time. But when the source is continuous form, it will be generate a continuous signal and takes the values of a continuous set. The output belongs to this is a set of continuous values, and this output, basically this output distribution, we can say that output distribution is characterized by can be identified or characterized by the probability density. The distribution of this output is given by the probability density function. We know that, commonly known as a PDF. In previous module 1, we can see what is meant by probability density function, and the probability density function is given by f of x into x, which is a output probability density function, and f of x is equal to x is nothing but the Gaussian PDF, Gaussian probability density function. Now, which is given by mu into sigma square, where mu is here Gaussian random variable and mu is a mean. Mu is a mean and sigma square is nothing but the variance. So far, the distribution in graphical format, if mean is non-zero, that time, if the mean is non-zero, the Gaussian distribution, Gaussian probability density function for the continuous random source, so which is given a non-zero mean and the distribution over a variance, that is sigma square. Here we can the probability density function f of x. X is your random variable and this gives a Gaussian f of x into x is nothing but given by 1 upon, you can write down f of x into x 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma square e raised to power x minus mu divided by 2 sigma square. That is the equation for to derive the Gaussian probability density function. So this is a, you can say that this is a Gaussian probability density function. If we consider in exponential form, this is an exponential term, so we can define, so like this, so it will be like this, and which is given exponential curve, exponential PDF, we can say that f of x into x 1 upon x e raised to x minus lambda. Lambda is nothing but the which takes the values of random variable, continuous set of continuous, and it is x is greater than 0, this function is valid, and when x is less than 0, then otherwise will be 0, x is less than 0. So that is the exponential. So far, the differential equation or differential entropy, for a continuous source which is given by h of x integration minus infinity to infinity, which take the values from minus infinity to infinity, f of x into x log to the base 2 1 upon f of x into x into dx. So this is an equation for the differential entropy which take the values in differential. So what are the two changes? First one, the summation is replaced by integration, so it takes the value all over, means infinite, from 0 to infinite, and this probability here will be replaced by the continuous function of probability density function, that is nothing but the two changes. So this is, you can say that this is an differential entropy. Now we are going to the second concept, nothing but the joint and conditional entropy. In previous example, the term probability is given by joint probability. We know that the joint probability is given by in terms of probability is called as a joint probability. It is given as the probability of simultaneous occur if both the event are happen. So we can say when it is defined as the probability will be happen if when the both the events simultaneously occurrence of both event A and B. So that is called as a joint probability. Similarly, we define the conditional probability in module number 1. Just we can recall it. So conditional probability we can say that the probability of event B happening provided that event A has already happened. So probability of A already will be known to us, is represented by a conditional probability. So this is called as a conditional probability. Why it is called? If we find the probability of given two events and we already know the probability of one event, and we can find the probability of second event, which is called as conditional probability. So conditional probability is given by probability of B by A. So here we can read the probability of A to be determined if the probability A is already known. So we can see probability of AB. So probability of A already known, which is to be happen. Or similarly, if to find out the probability of A and probability of B is already known, so we can write probability of AB divided by probability of B. So this is called as a conditional probability, and this is called as a joint probability. So far we define the joint entropy. So joint entropy, till now we consider the only two source symbol message. Now consider there are the two sources S1 and S2. Consider two sources S1 and S2 delivering the symbols, that is xi and yj, and xi and yj are not mutually independent. Therefore, the probability of simultaneously occurs are given by, so the probability of their simultaneously occurrence given by joint probability. That is P into xi into yj. So the entropy of the joint behavior is known as the joint entropy with source symbol. So we can define a joint entropy is equal to h of x summation I equal to 1 up to n summation j equal to 1 up to n xi into yj log to the base 2, which is 1 upon p xi into ji. So this is a formula to calculate the joint entropy. Okay, yj xi into yj. Similarly, the joint entropy is mutually independent of two events. So if the two events are mutually independent, then we can say that this joint entropy, if two events are mutually independent, then the joint entropy is equal to h of x, which is produced by two source symbols, h of x plus h of y. So that is a joint entropy which is mutually independent. So this is an entropy which is produced by source S1, entropy which is source S1. This is entropy source S2. Now we define then similarly the conditional probability. Conditional means where there are considered two symbols, source symbols we generated, and the probability of one event is already occurred and we find the probability of another event. So that is called as a conditional probability, or we can define in terms of the conditional entropy. So conditional entropy is equal to conditional entropy. The conditional entropy h of y into x is defined as the entropy of y, to be find out provided that x has occurred. So probability of y is already will be given. Then the conditional probability, conditional entropy, or we can say conditional probability or entropy is defined as the conditional entropy. So h of x, the probability of y will be find out if already probability of or entropy of y is to be find out. The entropy of x is already known, so which is given by summation I equal to 1 up to n, summation j equal to 1 up to n, that is probability of xi into yj log to the base 2 1 upon probability of xi into yj. So this is an equation to find out the conditional entropy. So this is a very important equation. We will be dealing with the two source symbols which is generated by S1 and S2. So we can stop here. If you like my channel, if you further notification about digital communication lecture, please subscribe my channel. We can stop here. Thank you.